What's up, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of Wrestling Backlash. Today we take a look at the first night of the WWE Draft in front of yet again another sellout crowd, this time in Cincinnati, Ohio. Now, if you were like me, you were going back and forth between the WWE Draft and the NFL Draft. What a great night to shake things up with these two great companies. Lots of movement in the WWE War Room, and it all starts with the question of the night. Where will Roman Reigns and the Bloodline land? Smackdown or Raw? And in the first segment of the night, the wise man himself declared that Roman Reigns has removed himself from draft contention. And I guess this makes a whole lot of sense because Roman Reigns will be out of wrestling for the foreseeable future, doing business outside of quote-unquote the business. Cut to the WWE Performance Center, and you have a whole lot of young talent, wondering who's next to get the call up to the main roster. The night opens up with a contract signing between the phenomenal one AJ Styles and our undisputed WWE champ Cody Rhodes. I'm starting to think that the new AJ Styles entrance music is growing on me. What do you think? Do you like AJ Styles' new music? Let us know in the comments below. Then Cody Rhodes enters, and of course, the crowd makes a huge pop for the champ. Cody wearing that now infamous gold watch and pimped out red suit for the contract signing. I have to admit, Cody is holding up well as the face of the WWE. AJ Styles' promo was short and sweet and very blah, if you ask me. AJ Styles has all of the talent in the ring and performance execution, but there is definitely a difference on the mic between Cody and AJ Styles. But it works well for these two superstars and their personalities. Now, I don't know what it is, but it definitely is a different and new era in the WWE. During this contract signing, there was no drama, no tables flying, no people getting jumped. It was a bunch of words. Signing the paper, more words, another signing of paper, a handshake and face-off in the center of the ring, and that's it. A whole lot of respect and pleasant words between Cody and AJ, and not too much drama. I guess there is a new look to contract signing in the new era. As Cody was leaving the ring and heading back up the ramp, Triple H's music hit and the WWE Draft was officially underway. Triple H decided to hold up Cody Rhodes so he could be by his side as he announced the first pick of the WWE Draft. Since champions are protected from switching brands, there was no chance Cody would be leaving SmackDown for Raw. So Cody Rhodes and Triple H each gave the announcement for each brand. Cody Rhodes announced first that Bianca Belair would be staying put on SmackDown. Triple H then announced that main event Jey Uso would be staying put on Raw. And in a complete shocker, Cody Rhodes announced that SmackDown has drafted NXT star Carmelo Hayes. And the final pick of the first round of the WWE Draft, Triple H announced that Raw has selected Seth freaking Rollins. I think we all know that Seth will be on the shelf for the foreseeable future with his knee injury and recovering from his surgery. But this is a good selection and makes sense for the Seth freaking Rollins storyline. I can see Rollins and CM Punk later on in the year, maybe even at SummerSlam if Seth is healthy, and if the Drew McIntyre CM Punk storyline is over. But we will have to see. Carmelo comes out after the first round of the WWE Draft and challenges Cody Rhodes to a match tonight. Cody Rhodes, being the fighting champion that he has, absolutely said yes to Carmelo's challenge. Can anyone remember when Roman Reigns actually had a singles match on a random SmackDown night? I don't, but I guess you get to have that luxury if you are the modern-day GOAT. The first match of the night is with the LWO and Legado de Fantasma in a lucha tag match. Dragon Lee was flying around all over the ring and made an entertaining match with Rey Mysterio. As I watch Dragon Lee, he kinda reminds me of Sin Cara from back in the day. Whatever happened to Sin Cara, by the way? What do you think? Should I make a video on the high-flying Sin Cara in the future? Let me know in the comments below. Dragon Lee hits a Project Dragon after Rey Mysterio hits a 619, and the LWO win the match. After the match, you wouldn't believe what Santos Escobar found to clear his name. He showed the crowd who really beat up Dragon Lee before WrestleMania 40. It turns out that apple-eating turncoat Carlito was the one who assaulted Dragon Lee. Carlito proceeded to turn on Dragon and Rey in the ring and ran off to the crowd and headed backstage. I guess we really couldn't trust Carlito in the first place, could we? Next up in the ring is badass Braun Breaker in his match against Cedric Alexander. Now, if you got up to go to the bathroom or get a snack from the kitchen, you missed this match. It was over in less than a minute. Cedric Alexander was flipping around in the ring, and Braun Breaker pretty much speared him in half. This dude is an absolute beast, and I can't wait to see what the WWE has in store for him. Hopefully a US Championship match against Logan Paul. That would be a hell of a match. In a surprise appearance, WWE legends Michelle McCool and Tori Wilson are on Smackdown, and they are about to announce the round 2 picks in the WWE Draft. These two divas look amazing and haven't changed a bit. Any chance they can make a return appearance in the ring for one more match? Not likely, but it's fun to dream, isn't it? These lovely ladies announced Randy Orton is drafted to SmackDown, and in a surprise move, Braun Breaker is moving over to Raw, unfortunately making that US title possibility with Logan Paul no longer in the picture. The third pick of the second round goes to Nia Jax to SmackDown, and the fourth and final pick of the second round going to Liv Morgan, staying put on Raw. And Wade Barrett made a very astute observation: no one from the Bloodline has been drafted yet. Paul Heyman looks nervous backstage as he has to break the news to Solo that no one from the Bloodline has been drafted. As Solo and Tama Tonga are about to lean in on the Wiseman, Kevin Owens comes out of nowhere and jumps Tonga. It looks like KO and Tonga are on a developing storyline that has them fighting in the next PLE. That's what it looks like to me, at least. What do you think? Are Kevin Owens and Tama Tonga going to face off at Backlash? The next segment is an interesting one. Bianca Belair was doing her interview about being the #1 overall draft pick, and out comes the Kabuki Warriors to talk trash to Bianca. Then Jade Cargill comes out to back up her tag partner with her butt cheeks all out and oiled up. Please don't get me wrong, the rear view on both Bianca and Jade is an absolute sight to see, but I still don't get why these two tag teams continue to talk trash to each other. The Kabuki Warriors are shouting in Japanese, and Bianca and Jade are yelling back at them in English. It didn't make sense to me, but what did make sense was KO and Tonga interrupting the segment to continue their fighting in the ring. Solo and Tonga are beating the crap out of Kevin Owens, and guess who comes in to save KO? You guess it, Randy Orton comes down the ramp to save him. Looks like the Bloodline better watch who they pick fights on from now on. Up next is the third round of the WWE Draft and one of the best tag teams in the history of the WWE. Actually, the best team in ECW, the Dudley Boys, come to the podium to announce the next picks. Devin and Bubba Ray announced that Smackdown drafted LA Knight, with Raw selecting Ricochet, which makes sense so he can stay with Samantha Irvin on Raw. The next picks for SmackDown are the Bloodline, and Raw keeps Sheamus. No surprises in the third round of the draft. All of those superstars are staying put in their current brands so they can continue with their current storylines. The next match of the night is a #1 contenders match for the WWE Women's Championship. With Bayley sitting ringside at the commentators' table, Naomi and Tiffany Stratton face off as a follow-up to last week's busted match. Now, I have to admit, this match was a pretty good one. Both Naomi and Tiffany Stratton are two of the best athletes in the WWE on both the men's and women's divisions. And just as the match was getting good, the WWE Women's Champ got attacked out of nowhere by Jax, and the referee rang the bell to end the match. I have no idea who won or who got disqualified. I guess they will have another rematch next week. Either way, I like the Tiffany Stratton push. She is talented and can carry her own in the ring with the veterans. It looks like Nick Aldis likes it too, but he made it official that a triple threat match will take place at Backlash with Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, and the WWE Women's Champ Bayley. To end the first night of the WWE Draft, SmackDown's greatest GM of all time, Teddy Long, and JBL named the 5th round draft picks. Teddy Long announced AJ Styles and Andrade, and JBL announced the Alpha Academy and Kiana James. No real surprises here, and it makes me think that Charlotte Flair will be heading to SmackDown when she's back to 100% healthy, now that Andrade is on SmackDown. Night 2 of the WWE Draft will be on Monday, and we will have our recap of Raw and the draft results immediately following the show, so continue to stay tuned and subscribe to see more of our wrestling content. Finally, in the main event of the evening, Carmelo Hayes faces off against Cody Rhodes. This is a big push for Carmelo, and there's no doubt that he deserves it. The future is bright for Carmelo, and it showed tonight in this match against Cody Rhodes. Melo surely doesn't miss, and he didn't miss tonight on his first night as an official member of the SmackDown roster. Carmelo's sells are amazing, and his performance was worthy of veteran status. Cody hit the crossroads and pinned Carmelo in the center of the ring to win the match, and Cody had a few words of wisdom for the young star, and the match ended with AJ Styles entering the ring in a face-off with Cody. They eventually shake hands in the middle of the ring, and then the show goes off the air. I still don't get where AJ is at in the company. Is he a heel? Is he a face? I have no idea. Maybe he's a face but just hates LA Knight. Who knows? Either way, it was a great night of wrestling and draft picks. Speaking of draft picks, I'm off to watch the rest of the NFL draft. Have a good one, and we will see you next week.